Could you explain to me, first of all, the project that you're working on, a joint project between your two universities and others in Spain, working with business, as I understand. Explain to me the why and how this works.
This project is called the Campus of International Excellence in Smart Energy. And it involves 5 universities. Both of us come from the 2 leader universities in Madrid, but there are 3 more universities, plus 2 large, very well-known multinational companies in Spain. One is Repsol oil company and Ferrovial construction company. And there are still 3 organisms involved in research and development in sustainability in Spain, research R&D activities.
And what is the philosophy behind this? I mean, is it a case of there's a lot of research being done, information, knowledge at the different universities, which isn't being shared? Is the idea to share and form links and enhance your research?
Right. The idea is the creation of knowledge around the concept of sustainability by adding all the potential of the different partners and focusing on particularly 2 areas of interest. One is bioenergy and the second one is smart city infrastructures. So we get together all the capacities of the 5 universities plus the interests and capacities of the 2 firms and the rest of the companies and the institutions involved. All this potential together can define a campus of excellence with international projection. We are also linked to other universities in several countries that will participate in developing this project, which is very ambitious, I have to say, and supported by the Spanish Ministry of Education.
And have you seen benefits so far? You say it's very ambitious, but have you begun to see the benefits of this collaboration?
Well, we are starting right now, so the project has been approved recently, but now we are defining the set of activities and initiatives that involve companies and universities and research centers. The final objective is to create a culture campus where initiative and innovation with industrial impact could be really attractive for the business sector. So universities usually convert money into research, but we also want to convert research into money with the help of these partners that are involved in our campus.
Okay, thank you. I'll come back to you in a little while to talk about bioenergy, but José, your field of specialization is sustainable cities. What do we mean by sustainable city? What is a sustainable city?
Well, our point is mainly in smart cities. A sustainable and smart city is a city who provides well-being and quality of life for their citizens. So what's more important is to merge the new knowledge on the technologies of communication and information with the knowledge about how people live better in city. I am talking about green infrastructure, about quality of life, quality of air, quality of water, recycling, and so on. So what we are looking is to merge all our teams in a project who consider all these kind of technologies to put together in a city who is more smart. That means a city who manage information in order to provide that kind of benefits for people.
I mean, we're here in Rio de Janeiro, which is a beautiful city in many ways. It also has its problems. I mean, 2 hours to get to this conference center, for instance. Well, how could Rio de Janeiro, for instance, be improved? What would make Rio de Janeiro a more sustainable city?
Well, Rio de Janeiro is a very interesting city because it has together a big national park, who is a biosphere reserve, and at the same time we have the favelas and we have the very complex circulation places in the city. So the city has a big challenge to front in the future in order to get all these values and try to make life a little bit better for people. So maybe there are a lot of things that should be done in near future.
Let me add that there are concepts that can be developed quite efficiently. For instance, let's say transit regulation, intelligent lighting, energy efficiency, and comfort for citizens, so that they don't have to wait for 2 hours to take a bus and another 2 hours to arrive here. So technologies and knowledge and innovation capacity of those who are expertise in these areas, coming from universities and business sector, private sector in this case, the companies, can afford the tools for really improving the level of standard of life in cities and the clean use of high efficient energies. This is the idea.
Are there cities in the world that are implementing or using some of these intelligent methods to make the cities more pleasant places to live in? Is there a city that you particularly like or you would like to live in, or you could give us an example of a great city to live in?
Well, I don't want to put the finger in any specific city, but of course there are good experiences in transportation, in intelligent transportation, in saving energy, in making the city more accessible for people. I mean by walking, by bicycle, by public transportation, more efficient in energy, in managing waste, and so there are many, many different challenges, and different cities, of course, have achievement in these different areas.
Guillermo, your specific area of expertise is bioenergy. Again, we're in Brazil, a country, I guess, in some ways at the forefront of bioenergy with their ethanol. We're seeing the petrol pumps selling traditional gas and ethanol. Where do we need to go? Can the whole world, within our lifetimes, be using bioenergy?
We cannot go on using fossil fuels for transportation. This is a crazy idea, and everybody probably agrees with this. So we have to look for substitutes, clean energies for transportation, and this is really crucial. Countries like Spain are based on 95% on oil for transportation. So clean energies like energies coming from biomass feedstocks that can be converted into clean fuels, let's say, like in Brazil, ethanol, biodiesel, are really important aims in this project. So we can go from just more efficient microorganism biochemistry processes to convert biomass feedstocks in better biofuels, for instance, or even to look for new technologies for converting the biomass feedstocks more efficiently into clean fuels. The oil company, Spanish oil company Repsol, is fully supporting this idea and open to receive projects from universities and other participants all over the world that could contribute seriously to this efficient use of bioenergy. Everybody talks about bioenergy, but only a few are really doing serious steps to improve the technology and the processes to produce them. And we are ready to do it with the support of some companies like the two I mentioned, and other partners and participants that could join us. I hope when they will know what we are going to present in the next session.
Okay, thank you very much. I mean, just one last question for both of you. What it is you would like to see out of this Rio+20 conference? What is it, in a perfect world, if you could say, this is a solution, this is a resolution we would like to see passed here in Rio de Janeiro?
Let me think a little bit.
I can't tell you. This is almost a dream, but I think I'm not unrealistic while saying that I expect that the private sector here, in the business sector, will look more carefully to the potential of universities putting together all their own, let's say, exceptional capacities in specific areas to develop new projects that are innovative, creative, and probably succeed in a short, medium term. They look universities like academic places which repeat their lecturing every year. But today, universities are more than this because they speak the same language as business sector. They have aims and objectives and a calendar and steps and budgets and capacity of doing a nice work in research and development. So I expect that the private sector in the business sector in this meeting will really consider the capacities for initiatives like this project in order to proceed with their own objectives more efficiently and using all potential that they have around.
Great, thank you.
In this way, green economy, which is one of the main topics on this conference, should be an accounting on environmental responsibility for companies. So they must do that, and probably universities are in good position to help companies to do that work.
That's great. Thanks.
Remember that universities are non-profit organizations. We don't make any business, but we can contribute to do better business by providing ideas and intelligence from the new generations that will be the professionals of tomorrow.